Welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Junior Garcia, and here are some of the stories we have for you tonight. We get a rundown from the Supervisor of Elections on the recent primary. WAPA signs new fuel oil software contracts. And we wrap up the Summer Fun series. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8.
Channel 8 News is brought to you by R3D to help balance your quality of life, a blend of herbs and phytonutrients to help support joint health. Learn more at 1-800-655-6932. R3D.
In tonight's top story, the Virgin Islands Water and Power Authority will contract with Vital Incorporated for diesel fuel for its generators for the next 3 years. WAPA Governing Board determined during a special meeting on Tuesday. WAPA Executive Director Hugo Hodge Jr. told the board that the current fuel oil contract with Trafigura expires August 31st, and that when they put the contract out for bid, Vital came up with the best overall offer. While the price is not the only factor in the decision, Vital also had the best price, Hodge said. In other news, Election Supervisor Caroline Fox spoke to News Channel 8 about the primary election and the upcoming general elections.
I would say it was successful. Of course, we weren't planning for 100% because with new machines, new management, and various variants in the mixture is no guarantee you could expect 100%. Our goal was to be successful, and we were successful. I would say maybe at 88%. There were some deficiencies noted, nothing with the machines. The machines work excellent. We will correct going forward for November. I always stated that I think the primary was a good way to exercise the machines, to make sure we work out all the kinks before preparing for the general election. Folks are hearing some people saying that they are waiting the absentee count, because that can change if you're less than 100 between the 6th and the 7th place or the 7th and the 8th. It can change. And again, in St. Thomas, we had more absentee walk-in, so we are counting those in the process of starting the count today. At 5:30, they're going to feed those in the machine, but we really do not give a count until the ending to make sure it's all concluded on one official report. So right now, the process have started in both districts. They're sorting the absentee. In St. Croix, they're like a little ahead because they did theirs more in the day. St. Thomas comes in more in the afternoon. They both started on Sunday. And today, St. Thomas will be feeding somebody walking into the machine. We're using the machine to count all ballots. So that's the process. They sort them by precincts, and then they're fed into the DS200 that's specifically set up for absentee, not one that was used at either of the polling sites. Well, again, we start the process based on the calendar. We had to push the casting of the last dates back, so that's now going to be the 19th of August. So once we get the casting a lot, then we start this cycle over again. Our primary goal is at least trying to get the format and finalization of the ballots by the end of August, because we have to go out to the overseas and military voters before the 20th of September. I know a lot of folks talk about a 45-day window, but the 45-day really is from the time they get it to the time they get it back, not 45 days just before the election. So we can send it out earlier if we get it earlier before the September 20th. We now have a process in place for some of the military. It can be emailed to them. So that's one of the options that we have, only military. So we could email it to them, and they get it quicker, and they could get it back to us in that 45-day window. So we go through the same process of getting the ballots formalized. The ballots are printed off island because it's part of the contract for this first year. The contractors will also be back here with us, one on each island, to work with us for the general election. So we are looking forward to that. So we're on target pretty much. We go through the same process. Now we've had a lot of lessons learned. We try to have a meeting in the next day or next week to talk about the things we could do different, things we could do better with the judges, with our processes, with our, all the different things that we did. But overall, with the machines functional and the judges doing the job, I want to thank everyone. We had a lot of work coordination from a lot of different departments. We had public safety, we had property and procurement, we had the media. We want to thank the media also for getting the word out for us. We had the employees. We want to thank the staff because they did a tremendous job. I mean, this process starts months ago, and all the overtime that we've put in. it goes forward. And, to have a success like this, it's really, because like I said, I sent to the staff saying, hey, this is the unknown and the untested. We don't know because we've never utilized these systems before. So we expect, like I said, deficiencies. But what we did, we adapt, we adjusted, and we accomplished. And that was our goal.
Governor John D. Young Jr. has named Jean-Pierre Oriol as the acting commissioner of the Department of Planning and Natural Resources. Oriol comes to the position having most recently served as the director of the Division of Coastal Zone Management at DPNR, a position he has held since 2011. Oriol has been on staff at DPNR for 14 years in various capacities. Meanwhile, several community groups and individuals have contacted the VIPD asking for additional information on the Pass Out Challenge. The VIPD in the St. Croix district will hold a meeting Thursday, August 7th at the Patrick Sweeney Pavilion at 5:30 p.m. Come and be informed about these dangerous challenges.
Police on St. Croix are warning parents and young people of a dangerous and disturbing internet trend that has made its way to the Virgin Islands. It's called the Pass Out Challenge or the Sleep Challenge, and videos are being circulated all over social media. This challenge is done by one person bending over and breathing so heavily that they hyperventilate and then they quickly stand up. Another person then puts pressure on their chest until they pass out. Some St. Croix teenagers participated in this dangerous activity recently, causing a female to pass out, and she began to have seizures. She was rushed to the hospital for treatment. As bizarre and unbelievable as this seems, most preteens, teens, and young adults living in the Virgin Islands who are on Facebook or other social media sites are very aware of the numerous videos that are posted of young people participating in these challenges. In addition to the Pass Out and Sleep Challenge, there is the Fire Challenge and the Choking Challenge. These are all highly dangerous and could lead to injury and even death. Parents are urged to sit down with their children and find out how much they know about these challenges and if their children have discussed these activities with their peers. Parents should emphasize the dangers associated with participating or even being a bystander to one of these events. Virgin Islands leaders, radio personalities, youth leaders, youth groups, churches, organizations, and everyone who can connect with the youth are asked to educate themselves on this dangerous trend and be a public voice in the community, discouraging this activity so no young people in the Virgin Islands will be injured or lose their life.
Now everyone is invited. Now here is Ashley Messiah with your weekly Crime Stoppers report.
Good evening, everyone. This is Ashley Messiah reporting your weekly Crime Stoppers. Crime Stoppers thanks you for continuing to make the U.S. Virgin Islands a safe place to live, work, and raise a family. But we need to make sure that no crime goes unsolved, and that everyone needs to speak up. Please be a part of the solution. If you know something, say something. St. Thomas, on Saturday, July 26 at about 10:15 p.m., multiple gunshots were fired in the Curring Terrace housing community as reported to 911. Responding officers found the lifeless body of 21-year-old male, later identified as Shaquille Parcell, with multiple gunshot wounds. He was seated in a chair at the rear building of number 8. Please contact the Major Crime Unit at 642-8449 or 911 or Crime Stoppers with any information that you may have. St. John. On July 21st, police received a report of a burglary in the area of Chocolate Hole. The complaint stated that the home was theft, locked, and secured on July 9th at about 5:30 p.m. Upon return on July 1st at about 8:50 a.m., the resident discovered that someone had broken into the home and had stolen several items, including a 50-inch Panasonic flat-screen TV, a 32-inch Sansu TV, a Ricca magazine basket, and a knife set. Please report what you know or if you have saw any suspicious vehicle in the neighborhood. St. Croix. Police are continuing to investigate the mid-morning robbery of the Racino at the Randolph Dock Racetrack. On July 17th, Initial reports indicated that about 10 a.m., 3 masked gunmen stormed into the Racino area and held up the workers at gunpoint. The gunmen robbed the tellers of a significant but undisclosed amount of money before making their getaway in a dark-colored vehicle. If you've heard or talked about the robbery or know someone who might have been involved, please let Crime Stoppers be your anonymous getaway to the information law enforcement. Please continue to work for the good of all. Report what you know about these or any other crimes at www.crimestoppersUSVI.org or by calling 1-800-222-TIPS. That's 1-800-222-8477. You can also text USVI plus your message to crimes at 276437. You will remain anonymous and you could earn a cash reward. This is Ashley Messiah reporting your weekly Crime Stoppers for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Ashley. Stay with us. We have more news straight ahead.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Welcome back to News Channel 8. And now here is Alexis Barnes with your nightly Caribbean report.
Thank you, Junior. It is almost impossible to fly to or from Venezuela due to an ongoing currency feud between international airlines and the Caracas government. For years, the Venezuelan government has forced airlines to sell tickets in their currency, or bolivars. Using the official exchange rate, the government promised that airlines would be able to send their revenues back home in dollars. However, now the government won't permit the airlines to obtain an accumulated $4.1 billion worth of airfares in dollars. In response, airlines have reduced and suspended flights. United Airlines became the last of the United States' biggest carriers to cut flights. The number of tickets currently available is just 5% of the number available last year. This doesn't only affect passengers. Flights loaded with necessary freight like pharmaceutical supplies are impacting the available medications in the country. 8 Caribbean countries are to receive new insurance for storm damage. Almost every hurricane season, Caribbean countries suffer millions of dollars in losses as a result of the destruction caused by the storms. Anguilla, Haiti, Barbados, Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and St. Lucia have all purchased an excess rainfall policy for the 2014-2015 policy year from the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility, or CCRIF, seeking protection for the extreme heavy rainfall events that afflict the area. CCRIF is a not-for-profit risk pooling facility owned and operated by Caribbean governments. It is designed to limit the financial impact of catastrophic hurricanes and earthquakes to Caribbean governments by quickly providing short-term liquidity when a parametric insurance policy is triggered. Finally tonight, a teen in Montserrat wants to prove that anyone can create wealth. Warren Cassell Jr. is a 15-year-old award-winning entrepreneur and best-selling author. The teen is in his last year of high school and recently announced the formation of his privately held investment holding company, the Abella Group, LLC. Cassell currently has an investment portfolio made up of U.S. and Caribbean debt and equity securities and wants to expand his investment holdings by leveraging external capital to deploy in a number of globally diverse sectors. During an announcement, the young entrepreneur said, "It is my emphatic belief that working below your potential is criminal behavior. For me, creating success and wealth is a duty and responsibility because it allows me to live a more meaningful and powerful life. I love the world of investing because it teaches me patience, tests my temperament, and allows me to get access to the place where the wealthy get rich." Great to hear our youth making positive moves. This has been tonight's Caribbean Report. I'm Alexis Barnes. Cynthia Graham will be back tomorrow. Make sure you join her for more news and views from in and around the Caribbean. Back to you, Junior.
Thanks, Alexis. Tonight is our final installment of Cynthia Graham Summer Fun Series. She was at the Positive Guidance Summer Camp where she was hooping it up and also doing some modeling. Let's check it out.
Well, we have come to the end of our Summer Fun series, and we are going out with a blast. I am here today at the Elena Christian Junior High School with the Positive Guidance Summer Camp. And I am here hanging out with these kids. There's basketball, there's modeling, and we're going to have a great time. So come with me and check them out. Well, I'm here with the man behind this amazing camp, Mr. Bese Gonzalez. He is no stranger to our airwaves. Bese, thanks for having Channel 8 here at the camp.
Morning. You're welcome.
Well, Positive Guidance, the community knows you, the community loves you. Tell us about the camp and what you're doing here with the youngsters all summer long.
Well, the main goal is having fun. I want the kids them to have fun. While having fun, I'm training them in basketball. We have Shakira dealing with them with modeling, also academics. Because it's the summer, some kids believe that they're not supposed to be reading or anything. So we have some books we want the kids them to read. But it's basically having fun, and we want the kids them to train and eventually leave here learning the sport of basketball.
Excellent. And basically, I love the approach that you've taken with the youngsters with this camp. You've said to me that it's not about what you want to do with them, but it's what the kids want to happen in this camp. Tell us about that.
Yeah, sometimes we as adults focus on what we want. We need to read, get into the kids' mind and and find out what they like to do, what intrigues them, what things that is fun to them. I
am joined by Shakira, and Shakira is a camp counselor who has been working all summer long with the youngsters and teaching them modeling and cheerleading. Shakira, tell us about what you've been working with the campers with this summer.
Okay, so we've been working for about 2 weeks now, and I just wanted to bring out the femininity about these young ladies. I think that a lot of them lack direction, so I wanted to incorporate my skill, which is modeling, and so far the girls have been very excited, and they've learned the basic skills, and I think they're ready to just show their parents and the world what they've learned so far. So basically, it's just the basic skills and my knowledge of modeling.
I know we're out here with Blada. Everyone knows him as Blada, and he's out here with the youngsters, teaching them some skills on the basketball court. Tell us what's going on with these youngsters behind me.
Well, most of these youngsters between the age of 4 to 9, and they have less experience. So what we're trying to do is drill them in the basic, fundamental of the game, so they can know how to play the game fundamentally before they get to the advanced stage. And this is a critical part of learning the game and being instrumental in how the game is played. So I basically try to teach them the basic part of the game so they could advance and know the game, like more understanding at each position and each part of the game, how it is played.
Excellent. So what's a basic fundamental when it comes to basketball?
Basic fundamental, most of it is how to dribble the ball, how to pass the ball, how to rebound, how to play as a team, because that's what really counts. Yeah. How to play as a team, not how to just be individually skilled, things like that, stuff like that.
Well, we've had a great time hanging out with the staff and counselors and kids here at the Positive Guidance Summer Camp. And this is the close of our Summer Fun series. We've had a great time hanging out with you, and we'll see you next summer. I'm Cynthia Graham reporting for News Channel 8.
Stay with us. We have more news straight ahead.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
And finally tonight, we bring you more highlights from this year's annual Chili Cook-Off.
My name is Michael Brooks, Senior Patrol Leader of Troop 7227. We're here supporting United Way. We're selling hot dogs here at the Chili Cook-Off. Here we have some scouts helping out. You have Mbiko, Uriah, and Genoa. And in the back here we have our two Scoutmaster Toby Tobias and Assistant Scoutmaster Christopher Brooks. and we're just having a good time helping out.
We have beef chili. We have one with corn and one without corn. The first time we came in 9th place, then 6th place, then 3rd. We're hoping for 1st this year. And that's why we continue to support United Way.
I got bland chili, hot chili, spicy chili, all kind of chili.
It looks really wonderful. Some kind of chili that's like delicious, number 14.
Oh yes, it's very good. Very spicy. Very spicy and good.
We've got Maria's Cantina Medium, and we also have Don's Island Fire. Do we have the best chili? I'd say second best. Yeah. I mean, I'm a realist. Why am I supporting the United Way? Because charity in the long run is a beautiful thing, and I think one thing we do well in St. Croix is turn out for charities. So why not?
I'm here with my friend today. We're supporting the United Way. We appreciate their efforts in supporting all the charities and all the good work that they do. So we want to make sure that we come out and support.
Well, it's another hot day. Who knows? Stay with us. We have your weather coming up next.
Your weather coming up next. Your weather.
And here's a look at your local weather.
Tonight will be clear with a low around 76 degrees. On Thursday, expect sunny skies with a high near 90. On Thursday night, isolated showers, then partly cloudy with a low around 77. Friday, isolated showers, then showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm afternoon. Partly sunny with a high near 87. Chance of rain is 60%. Friday night will bring scattered showers and thunderstorms. Chance of rain is at 50%, but mostly cloudy with a low around 78 degrees. On Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 88. Chance of rain is at 50%, so expect some scattered showers. This has been Alexis Barnes with your Channel 8 News weather.
Thank you very much for tuning in. That's all the news we have for tonight. Do not forget to log in and follow us on Facebook at WSVI-CH8. And also follow us on Twitter at WSVI-TV News. I'm Junior Garcia, and World News is up next. Good night, Virgin Islands.
Channel 8 News is brought to you by R3D to help balance your quality of life, a blend of herbs and phytonutrients to help support joint health. Learn more at 1-800-655-6932. R3D.